Hello everyone, my name is Yogananda RC and I am currently pursuing my MA in Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering. So today I am going to explain about types of interviews. What is meant by interview? An interview is a formal conversation between an interviewer and interviewee, where the former seeks answers from the latter which checks their capability in joining the desired post. Types of interview: face-to-face interviews, panel interviews, group interviews, telephonic interviews, video interviews, off-site interviews, stress interviews, case interviews. Face-to-face interview. Face-to-face interview involves traveling to a site, usually your prospective workplace, to meet one or more hiring managers or team leaders. Panel interview. Having a group of people interview reduces the risk of bad hire. A panel interview is a job interview in which an applicant answers questions from a group of people who then make the hiring decision. Group interview. A group interview consists of a single interviewer interviewing multiple candidates at the same time. Telephonic interview. A telephonic interview is a remote interview conducted over the phone, typically used for initial screenings and discussions with job candidates. Video interviews. A video interview is a job interview that takes place remotely and uses video technology as the communication medium. Off-site interviews. There may be times when a potential employer wants to meet you off-site or away from their company's office to discuss a job. Stress interview. A stress interview takes place when an interviewer asks intimidating or mildly uncomfortable questions in hopes of witnessing how a potential employee performs in stressful situation. Case interviews. A case interview is defined as hypothetical business situation that is presented during the job interview process to determine how a candidate thinks about a particular problem and how they would solve it. Advantages of interviews. Rich data collection. Interviews allow for in-depth and rich data collection. They provide an opportunity to gather detailed information, insights, and that may not be captured through other data collection methods. Personal connection. Interviews create a personal connection between the interviewer and the interview, which can foster trust and open communication. This can lead to more honest and candid response. Flexibility. Interviews can be structured or unstructured, allowing for flexibility in the questioning approach. Researchers or interviewers can adapt their questions based on the interview's response, enabling a deeper exploration of topics. Clarification. Interviews provide an opportunity to seek clarification on unclear or ambiguous response. Follow-up questions can help ensure that the interviewer fully understands the interview's perspective. Contextual understanding. Interviews are useful for gaining a deeper understanding about the interview's context, experiences, and motivations. This is a particularly valuable in investigative setting. Disadvantages of interviews. Subjectivity. Interviews can be subject to bias both on the part of the interviewer and the interview. This can lead to skewed or inaccurate information. Limited sample size. Interviews are time consuming and resource intensive, making it challenging to conduct them with a large sample size. This limits the generalizability of the findings. Social desirability bias. Interviews may provide response that they believe are socially acceptable or that align with the interviewer's expectations, rather than their true opinions or experiences. Interviewer effect. The skills and demeanor of the interviewer can impact the interview's response. Some interview may feel more comfortable with certain interviewers and variations in data. Time consuming. Conducting interviews can be time consuming both in term and the actual interview process. This may not be practical for large scale data collection. Thank you. Have a nice day.